ID number is 11051159, and today I'm going to be coaching one of my clients. Hi, Anne.
Hi.
So you've come obviously for a coaching session today. What would you like me to help you with?
Basically, I have a goal which is to lose weight. So I've been on several weight loss sort of diets and things like that, but I'm struggling, and so I'm hoping that the session will sort of help me in terms of the steps that I can follow in order to achieve my goal.
Okay, so you said you're hoping that the session will help you in terms of your steps. What kind of steps have you taken so far?
I've done I've followed several diets and weight loss plans, and they haven't really been too successful.
Why do you think that they haven't been successful?
Due to several reasons. One being lack of motivation, lack of the willpower, I would say, and lack of motivation and encouragement, and also temptation.
Okay, so obviously you mentioned lack of motivation. From on a scale from 1 to 10, how 1 being least motivation and 10 being quite motivated, where would you say you are on that scale in terms of motivation?
At the moment, I would say I'm on 4.
Okay, why would you say 4 rather than 5 or 6 even?
Because I'm on 4 because I am motivated to lose weight because I know that I'm somehow overweight, and I'm motivated because I'm young with 2 children, so that kind of motivates me to lose weight. But I wouldn't give it a high score because I feel like if I would be more motivated than I am now, I would have achieved more now, and because I haven't achieved that much, I wouldn't score it any higher.
Okay, so what do you think could help you to be more motivated and obviously maybe stick to your plans and go all the way?
I think the major thing that I need to work on is my willpower, and obviously to learn that I can't really rely on other people to motivate me. I have to learn to motivate myself more.
Mm-hmm.
And and somehow try to find the self-control, or like in terms of temptation, and not to kind of just give up after every single hurdle. Like if I feel like I haven't achieved a certain goal, or if I haven't lost XYZ in a week, that I don't give up and I just continue.
Okay, yeah, that sounds okay. So from where you are now, what would be your first steps, you think, in terms of achieving your goal?
My first step, I think the first thing that I should do is maybe like exercise more, just take it slowly, and not focus on, maybe not like set myself a date to when I'm supposed to lose a certain amount of weight, and maybe just take every day as it comes and just take it slowly. Just make sure that I maybe get at least a walk, like a 30-minute walk or something, into my exercise or something like that. Maybe because obviously I suppose my children sometimes hinder me as well with exercise, and maybe I just take them for a walk, and I suppose that's exercise as well. So maybe that's my first step, and then just try and eat healthier than what I do now.
Okay, so obviously bearing that in mind, out of the time that we have today, what are you hoping to achieve by the end of the session?
Well, I'm hoping to achieve maybe just basically that I understand that I can't make big changes, or I can't expect big changes to happen in me and I just have to take it slower than before. Maybe before I try to make drastic changes, but they don't work. So maybe I have to take it slow. I have to take it slower and make little changes rather than, you know, big drastic changes, and then in the end they just kind of make me stop.
Okay, that all sounds good. So you said obviously you think that making little changes will kind of help you in terms of achieving the goal of losing weight, which sounds quite good. So what's holding you back at the moment to actually do that?
Yeah, well, like at the moment, I think it's just basically the motivation aspect as well as my children. But so far, obviously, like I said, I think it's already helping me now to understand that the way I maybe went on about things before was kind of wrong. And if I sort of, kind of involve my children into my exercise routine, it will help me more. And so yeah, this is basically what helped me back so far: lack of motivation, my children, and just temptation really, and just the lack of willpower.
Okay, so going forward, obviously knowing what has kind of stopped you from moving forward in terms of achieving the goal of losing weight, what will you do differently?
I would tackle the whole losing weight aspect differently from before. Like before, I would give myself maybe, you know, a specific day or a specific amount of weeks or months by which I would prefer to have lost something or a significant amount of weight. But doing that hasn't really helped me so far. So I suppose I should look at it in that type of way and just think that whatever I lose is good enough as long as I keep going. So even if I don't lose anything this week or next week, I shouldn't let that put me down. I should just keep going and continue what I'm doing. Because before, I would just give up and then just continue, you know, start eating unhealthily again. But if now, I think I'll just continue eating healthily, continue exercising, just to kind of make it my regular routine. And I hope in that way I would eventually lose weight, even if it's not in the next month, but maybe even if it takes me 6 months, at least I will reach my goal.
Okay, that's it. What else? Is there anything else that you think that you could do? Apart from obviously what you've mentioned.
Yeah, I suppose I could maybe talk to my partner about it, and maybe he could help me in terms of motivation, help me, like for example, if you go shopping, not to, you know, buy anything that really is unhealthy or something that could tempt me. In terms of shopping even, I think it's even good for me if I maybe eat beforehand, because I think I heard that if I don't eat and I go shopping, I'll tend to buy things that are rather unhealthy or something. So yeah, I think my partner can help me with that as well. And I suppose planning maybe the meals that we cook more in advance, so I know what I'm gonna cook, maybe find healthier options if, you know, something like that.
Okay, and you also mentioned obviously that you might be able to speak to your partner about in terms of supporting you with achieving the goal. Who else could you maybe speak to in terms of help?
Maybe my friends, because obviously if we go out, it can be a temptation. Maybe some of them, you know, maybe diet is not on their mind, so they might choose foods and things that are, you know, unhealthy or, you know, not good for me. So maybe just to kind of, you know, for them to motivate me, I might ask them to, you know, choose things that are more healthy, or maybe we don't even go out to eat. It's not always that we have to go out to eat. We can do other things. So maybe talk to my friends so they can also encourage and motivate me on my journey of weight loss.
And what do you think would happen if you did that, if you followed that?
I think that would give me more encouragement. It would sort of my willpower would probably increase, and I realized that, you know, I can do it. You know.
Anything else that you think I could do?
It might even motivate them to lose a bit more weight, or my partner.
What else?
Yeah, and I think it will help me reach my goal.
Help you reach your goal. Okay, yeah. And in terms of again the scale from 1 to 10, where in terms of commitment, how committed are you at this? How committed are you at the moment with this goal? 1 being, not obviously not that committed, and 10 being very committed.
I think now, having spoken about it, I'm much more committed now. I mean, I've now seen some steps that I can take that can help me. I've realized now that obviously I've tackled this a bit wrong in the past, but now I think I'm more committed. I mean, I don't know if I would say 10, but it might be a bit unrealistic. But I think I'm more on 7, 8 now.
More 7 or more 8?
More 8.
More than 8. Okay, why do you say more than 8 rather than the 7 then?
Yeah, because I've never actually sat down and discussed or thought about it in a way that I've now discussed it with you. So I can actually now see that it's more achievable, and if I tackle it in the way that I've discussed with you now, I think I can do it now.
Okay. And what are your next specific steps that you are going to take in terms of achieving your goal, and how will that obviously help you meet your goal?
My next immediate steps I'll take is probably throw things out that are unhealthy, maybe things I have in my cupboard or my fridge. Also, tomorrow I'm due for my next grocery shopping, so I'll make sure I buy healthy things. Also, my next immediate step is to talk to my partner about it, and I think these are vital steps that will help me reach my goal eventually.
Okay, that's all good. And if you could name me 3, obviously you've already talking about the specific steps. Name me now your 3 main actions that you are going to take this week to achieve your goals.
My main actions now is to exercise, kind of bring in the exercise on a daily, like walking with my children. Like I said, when I go to go and do my grocery shopping, I'll buy healthier options, and also not to kind of focus on too much what my scale says, and just kind of let the weight come off, gradually.
Okay, and on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited do you feel about taking these actions now? 1, not too excited. 10, obviously very excited and ready to go, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think I'm on an 8.
You think you're on an 8?
I am on an 8. I mean, I'm saying 8, not 9 or 10, because obviously I know it will be tough. It will be quite hard, so I can't say I'm too excited, but I'm excited that I am going to do this, and excited that eventually I'm going to lose weight, so therefore I'm on an 8.
What would increase this score?
What would increase the score? I don't really know. Maybe my partner's encouragement or encouraging words, perhaps.
Perhaps. What else do you think could increase the score?
Maybe my score would increase by next week or something, once I've tackled or started this weight loss, like this new program that I'm setting my mind on or something.
Okay. And what will happen once you've obviously done it? So what will happen if you didn't do this? Sorry.
Well, if I didn't do this, I think I'll be unhappy. I mean, I am unhappy at the moment, obviously, because I'm not happy with my weight, and obviously not necessarily with my appearance because of my weight, or my size rather. So yeah, I wouldn't be as happy as I probably could be.
Okay, so how important would you then say this whole weight loss is to you then, again from a scale of 1 to 10?
Very important. I'd say 9.
9, okay. So you've obviously kind of figured out yourself the steps that you need to take.
Yep.
In terms of losing weight, and hopefully you will going forward you will actually stick to what you said you will immediately, and then hopefully that will help you achieve your goal of losing weight.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, so we'll end the session like this today.
Okay.
And hopefully you've sort of figured out how to go forward now and have a bit more clarity.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the case? Or?
Yeah, I've definitely gained more clarity. Obviously, understanding now that the way I went about it was not quite right for me. Maybe it's right for other people, but not for me. So I've gained clarity in that sense. Obviously, I understand also that my circumstances are different to maybe others. So I have children, so I have to kind of work around them too. I have a partner, I have to cater for his needs in terms of food. But hopefully me talking to him and him obviously understanding that I want to lose weight and things like that will help me. So I've definitely gained clarity through this session.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.